Welcome to the show, Mr. David.
Thank you.
Let's start with the war that's going on there with Lebanon. What do you have to say on this?
I have to tell our viewers that Israel didn't want this war, which was imposed of it due to repeated unacceptable military provocations of the Hezbollah over an internationally recognized border. We have come to the point when we have to face this grim reality and tell ourselves and our neighbors and the rest.
You're naming Hezbollah. Is it the fight with Lebanon, Hezbollah, or with the Muslims there?
It's fight against nobody. It is fight on our elementary right to live our life free from external threat, from the threat of terror. We are fighting on security along our border with Lebanon, by the same token on our border with the Hamas.
You mean to say the fight for existence that Israel had started with is over? You mean to say that?
I didn't say fight for our existence. It is a war of self-defense which is imposed of us, and we are defending our citizens and our people from the emanating threat from Lebanon, the threat of Hezbollah terror organization.
Continuous fight Israel has been witnessing, Gaza Patti or Lebanon or different areas or West Bank. How long do you think you will be able to survive if you are not given support from US?
Israel always defended the nation by its own forces, by itself. We do not ask others to fight for our own nation and existence. We know how to do it. We can defend ourselves by our own forces and in the way which will retaliate others to infringe on our rights and to threaten our civilians.
Nowhere you've spoken even one word about US.
Israel is a close ally of the USA. But Israel is supported in these crises by the international community as a whole. May I recall the recent statement issued by the G8 in St. Petersburg, which makes clear that there are no substantive differences between the opinion of Israel on this crisis and the opinion of the international community. We call for a comprehensive solution to our security problems with Lebanon.
Except USA and Britain, no other nation has supported the military action against Lebanon. How do you look at it?
The G8 has issued a statement which we see eye to eye with on its main components, calling for a comprehensive resolution of the conflict based on the elements of disarming the Hezbollah and establishing Lebanese government authority over its entire territory. We believe...
To no other country coming in your support, how do you look at this fact?
Well, how can you say that no country is coming in our support if this is the manifestation of G8 meeting in St. Petersburg? And I have listened to statements issued in the Security Council debate and in other world fora, and we are under solid impression that Israel aims in this war are well understood within the international community. People do understand that Israel is left by no choice but to respond to this unprovoked attack from Lebanon. There is no other way. One should look at the nature of the Hezbollah. Hezbollah is the root cause of this crisis, and Hezbollah threat has to be addressed. People do understand it all over the world, peoples and
even
governments.
at the cost of lives of so many civilians, it has to continue.
We truly regret any loss of civilian life. We do not aim at civilians. There is no equivalence whatsoever, moral equivalence or others, between Israeli military operations in Lebanon and the intended killing of civilians by
Even
Hezbollah.
Palestinians say even if they have to fight for 100 years, they will continue with it?
Well, those are immature and unwise statements, because against them, Israeli individuals and citizens can say, well, we are willing to fight for our survival and nationhood as long as the other side is willing to fight. So why should we be talking in terms of our resilience to fight wars? We should be talking in terms of our determination to pursue political dialogue, stop the culture of hatred, stop denying our rights. We are there to stay. Speak in terms of reconciliation and political compromise, and the whole region will look differently.
It gives a picture, people talk, that the USA is keeping Israel at the forefront and serving its own purposes. What is your comment on this?
Israel is engaged in its regional strives, conflicts, and peace initiatives. Israel is a close ally of the USA. Israel maintains friendly relations with many countries in Europe, in Asia, in other parts of the world. It is wrong to endorse this perception that we are acting on the behest of US policy. So
Mr. David, you deny this statement that you are acting on behest of the USA. We'll talk on this issue later. It's the time to go for a short break. Keep watching.